Hello, investors. This is the weekly update on Metaplanet. Today, we're going to look at something interesting and important in our investment thesis on how Metaplanet can achieve a 70x in the next market cycle. Does it seem impossible? Let's take a closer look and explore the idea. I'm going to begin by using MicroStrategy for this, because it's precisely what we will base our entire base case on. We are going to create a simulation as if we were at the very beginning into the previous cycle, which was clearly defined and marked by the matrix line, specifically right here in this area. Now, what I'm about to share with you is truly the most crucial and important part. I'm going to be using two specific tools, the ones that I have right here. In fact, they're already drawn out for us. We're going to be using the Fibonacci Extension. You can see it right here. And the second one that we're going to be using, it's going to be the Pitchfork. Okay? And with just these two essential tools, we are able to pinpoint clearly a very important point within our entire graph. Okay? And we're going to mark it right now so that all of you can easily see exactly where it is located. Let's go ahead and mark this down. This is in terms of the price, but we should also mark the time frame. Okay? So we have that specific point right there. Not only that, I'm going to make sure to mark it quite clearly. Ready? So this specific point right here is going to be our primary area of interest, which I've pinpointed using just the pitchfork and the Fibonacci retracement levels. I'm now going to switch the time frame to a weekly chart so we can proceed more quickly and you'll be able to clearly see the main idea. We will start the simulation as we were at the very beginning at the entry of the last cycle. And if we let the price run, we will find that without even knowing what the future price will be or what our specific target is, we could potentially have a very important exit point for our investment. At this point, the matrix line is showing green. The price continues to climb steadily, fully capitalizing on the overall bullish market trend. The price approaches quite closely to the very center of our pitchfork, but it doesn't quite touch it. Any point where it actually touches it is considered a potential exit price. However, it touches it. We're going to stop right here. And it touches it exactly and very close to our intersection point on the chart. Okay? Now, that is very important. I'm going to zoom in once again towards the daily time frame. We can see here that our most optimal exit point would be found precisely between the intersection and the touch point of the pitchfork. Isn't that right? Very amazing how this happened. If I let it run and we wait for the matrix line indicator to turn red, that's our last exit point. Now, I'm going to end the simulation. Basically, this is the full and complete price idea. Now we will go back to Metaplanet with this crucial thesis in mind. Okay, we got our short-term target point at the bottom. I'm going to this also here. Activate the Fib extension as on MicroStrategy, and we also draw the pitchfork. We're doing the same thing here. And if you watch closely, this actually marks Metaplanet's very first market cycle. Then I'll pinpoint the exact intersection which is precisely the $51, $52 range we've been keeping in mind, and also the overall timing of this. And we are going to add this circle. This market very clear for you. So, essentially, what we're looking at here is our projected target price point of $52. The projected date is July 2027. That's the only thing I'm going to put them on now. An arrow. Well, basically, it's known that this is where we're headed, or where the price direction thesis lies. And from the low point, which we think is the price, we're going to measure, and it's approximately an 81x, which is the price that is expected. So what we're looking at are the points of intersection. With the previous MicroStrategy simulation, we can determine or project a price and a date. Very amazing, right? I'm going to hide this one again, leaving only the pitchfork, because the main idea is to have that central line to target an exit. If the price touches the center of the pitchfork, that could be a good price to exit the market. However, we will determine that as the price develops, basically. So, this is the strategy. If you enjoyed the thesis, please make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one.